A few months ago, the rumors were getting around everywhere. People were saying that there is an 800-kilometer range Tesla Model Y. Americans, that's around 500 miles. So did it just disappear? Was it a fake rumor? Or could it potentially be true? Well, I believe it's true, and I believe it's coming in only a few months' time. Here is what I think will happen and why. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. I would love to see you, all of you, at Fully Charged shows next year. Fully Charged, they do the biggest shows in the world, and I've received a fair few invites to different interviews and different things like that. I haven't agreed to do any of them because, frankly, I don't have the time. I think it's more important to work on the videos for the channel, but Fully Charged are definitely worth my time, so I'd love to see you there. I'll put a promotion code for a 10% discount to the tickets in Sydney next year. Also, I will have promotion codes for the US event and the London event, so I'd love to meet every one of you. Now, Tesla Model Y 800-kilometer range model, I am actually waiting for it because I'm that convinced it is coming. Seriously. People keep saying to me, when are you buying your Tesla? I've bought a BYD. I've got another Chinese EV sitting out here at the front of the house. And I'm just waiting for this to happen. Now, I know a lot of other people are waiting as well. You've emailed me and told me. And I'm not telling people to wait. This video is not me telling you you should wait. Because you know what? It might not happen. Tesla might do something else. I'll tell you what else they might do. But there's only really two options here. Because new batteries are coming. That is a certainty. Tesla is not going to stick with CATL's old technology when its competitors are not doing that. How do I know this? Well, their competitors have already announced their batteries from the same supplier Tesla uses are, well, coming out at the end of this year. So Tesla is going to use these new battery packs. It is a certainty. In fact, CATL has already said they will do so. Back in July, in fact, it was reported by many different media sites that Tesla is working on an 800-kilometer, 500-mile range Tesla Model Y. Now, people were saying this would be a vehicle with 4680 battery cells. There may very well be one with 4680 cells. I don't know. I'm not sure on that. You know what? I really have no idea. I don't think anyone knows. But we do know that Tesla in China has access now to a different battery technology that's being mass scaled at the factory just down the road from them. If this vehicle does come about, as I believe it will, in either the first or second quarter of 2023, it's going to compete against the longest range electric vehicles that money can buy, basically. Exceeding the 604 kilometers or 375 miles of range in the Tesla Model S long range, but just below the 837 kilometers or 520-mile range of the Lucid Air flagship sedan. But of course, the Lucid Air is extremely expensive. It's well over $100,000. The driving range boost will be made possible by a few things. One of those is cell-to-pack technology. Of course, structural battery packs are the future of EVs. I personally believe if manufacturers are not using structural battery packs, then they're going to find it very hard to compete and make a profit. I'll talk about why that is in another video. It's quite a complex thing, but it's a clear advantage to have a structural battery pack. So what battery will Tesla actually use in this 800-kilometer, 500-mile range Model Y? I think they'll do it in the Model 3 as well. Well, I'll point you to an article written only a few weeks ago saying that CATL and Geely Zeekr have announced that Zeekr will be the first car brand to use CATL's Gearin batteries. The two companies have reached a 5-year strategic partnership agreement and confirmed the use of Gearin batteries in 2 models. The Zeekr 009 is set to launch in Q1 of 2023, and the Zeekr 001, the existing model, will get this battery in Q2 of 2023, and it will be Zeekr's first production model with 1,000 kilometers of range, or 622 miles. Now, I've got to point out, the Zeekr 001 is a big car. It's a similar size, a bit longer than a Tesla Model Y, not as high, but it's a big vehicle. If they're saying they can get 1,000 kilometers of range out of that vehicle, even if that theoretically in the real world translates to say something like 850 kilometers, we're still looking at more than well over 500 miles for a car bigger than a Tesla Model Y. Now, do you think that if CATL are providing Zeekr with these new batteries, they're not going to provide Tesla with them? Tesla are their biggest customer by a million miles. Tesla order about 20 times more batteries from CATL than Zeekr currently do. The order numbers are massive. The other thing to consider here is Tesla's factory in Shanghai is very close to where CATL have just set up shop and built one of the biggest factories in the world. It's only a few kilometers down the road. That's a new battery factory. And it's also worth pointing out that CATL's new batteries, they say, will be the same price as their old technology. Same price. So you're telling me that Tesla isn't going to go and say, yeah, thank you very much, we'll use the newer version of these batteries? I think they would. The Kirin battery, announced in March 2022 and unveiled in June, is the third generation of CATL's cell-to-pack battery system, structural battery pack. And it's based on prismatic lithium-ion cells that offer a record-breaking volume utilization efficiency of 72%, which is higher than the volume utilization of 4680 battery cells, and an energy density of 260 watts per kilo. That's the NCM version. The LFP version is around 160 watts per kilo or 290 watts per litre. So the only question here is, will Tesla use the NCM batteries, or will they just simply continue to use the LFP batteries? Now, there is another battery that CATL are about to release at the end of this year. They say they're mass manufacturing it. That's the new version of the LFP batteries. It's their M3P battery, which has around 210 watts per kilo of energy density. So there's three different options here that Tesla could go with. But Tesla isn't going to continue installing the old battery packs when the new ones cost the same price. And it's really illogical to conclude that CATL would, for some reason, build old battery technology setup in a brand new factory in Shanghai. It doesn't make sense at their new factory there. It just doesn't make any sense at all. So there's really only three possible options here. All three options would mean that the Model Y and Model 3 will have significantly more range than the vehicles they are producing today. The new Kirin battery is vastly different from the first generation of cell-to-pack technology that CATL introduced back in 2019. That battery offered a volume utilization of 50% and up to a maximum of 55%. Going from there to 72%, that's a huge difference. One of the differences in the battery is that instead of several sections of prismatic cells and a top cooling plate, the cells are now set across the battery in lines with internal cooling plates between the lines. The new cooling approach increases the heat transfer area by 4 times, meaning much better thermal management compared to the previous solution, which enables it to withstand a prolonged 4C charging current and charge the battery from 10 to 80% state of charge in only 10 minutes. This is hard to believe, but that's what they're saying. The battery system also supports a hot start in only 5 minutes. So CATL have compared the battery. I'm not sure how Tesla feels about this. They've compared it to the 4680 cell. In all their marketing, they compare it to 4680, and they say that the Kirin battery can deliver 13% more power than 4680 cells and a higher volumetric integration, 72% versus 63% in Tesla's 4680 structural battery packs. In addition, they claim this battery has significantly better thermal efficiency and faster charging than Tesla's 4680 cell structural packs. Now, I don't know how they know this. I mean, maybe Tesla gave them a 4680 structural battery pack. They tore it apart and tested it. But it's very interesting to hear these claims, and making them public like this, I wonder how Tesla feels about it. Here's what they said. With the same chemical system and the same pack size, our battery can deliver 13% more power than the 4680, accomplishing an all-round improvement in range, fast charging, safety, service life, efficiency, and low temperature performance. They say that thermal efficiency compared to the 4680 cells is 50% better. Now, I don't know which of these batteries, of these three different options that CATL are now manufacturing, Tesla will use. I always suggest probably will be one of the lithium iron phosphate versions. Either way though, it doesn't matter which one they choose. Any of those three options are going to give Tesla vehicles more range in 2023 than they have now in 2022. So the question is, Not will Tesla vehicles have a longer range, but should you wait until 2023? Well, that really comes down to your own personal choice. But personally, I'm holding off for a few more months. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and have a great day. Bye-bye.